Hey everyone, welcome back to more Warhammer 40,000 Chaos Gate Daemonhunters. Alright, so we are still kind of going through tutorial stuff here, I think. We've got a mission up. We seem to have detected a planet that has some level of Nurgle corruption. We've gotten a little bit of information here.
If we do not
a ton.
investigate this threat, the consequences will be dire.
So I'm assuming at some point we'll have options. So I realized what kind of bugged me about the way the Inquisitor looked, so I'm going to describe her from now on as 40k waifu. She very much looks like that. Somebody's Tumblr blog, 40k waifu. Alright, so we have Light Infestation, Warp Surge Risk, Poxus, so they are going to get some mutations, or maybe start with mutations, I'm not sure. We might have some nasty stuff happened. We have Unknown Meanings of Chaos, so I don't know what we're fighting.
Commander, it is our duty to support this Inquisitor, but we should complete this task as swiftly as we can. The Grandmasters on Titan are waiting for our report.
Very simple, kill all enemies, we'll see how this goes. I don't know if we'll actually get to equip guys and pick them when we go in, or if it's just going to give me people. I would hope that it's going to give me the opportunity to sort of select a team, decide who to deploy, that kind of thing. I hope. We shall find out. It might not, because we're still kind of in tutorial mode. So I'm hoping that that's definitely a feature.
Report. Signals from quarantine beacons detected in the upper atmosphere, but the surface itself is silent.
Plague, Commander. Send your squad to the surface.
Knights of Titan, you are the instrument of the Emperor's will. Make planetfall and discover if the Inquisitor's fears are founded. You should evaluate your knight's armaments and ensure they are best suited to the battle at hand.
Okay, so we can configure the equipment. So we have a Justicar, Brigader, Interceptor, and Apothecary. Apothecary has a grenade. Actually, you all have grenades. Close combat weapon. You are missing a close combat weapon. You have some kind of weapon. We'll take a look. Alright, got loadout. Stormbolter, Force Sword, Frag Grenade Tier 1. So I know we made it so that he should be able to equip Terminator armor, but doesn't seem like we have the option here. Clicking here does nothing. We've got no starting armor, which is kind of odd. Can I change anything here? Like, clicking on this does nothing. Swap Knight, sure. Okay, so abilities. We've got the Aegis Shield, plus the armor for a turn. Strike adjacent target, deal 4 damage, 100% crit. We've got Overwatch. Passive abilities. Once per combat, when critically wounded, Knight will recover, return to combat after 3 turns. And +1 ammo for their equipped ranged weapon. Auto abilities parry when seen to hit by a melee attack, 50% chance to cancel it automatically. That's nice, but it seems like I can't change anything here. Maybe we just don't have options. Or maybe we have to do it through some kind of goofy separate menu. Alright.
The Nemesis Force Halberd can inflict a preemptive first strike on an adjacent enemy. I suggest you equip this weapon.
Okay, so we go from 4 sword, it's 4.
Choose which halberd you would like to equip. Your options will be limited until we return to Titan.
So we have a halberd, it looks like. That's also 4 damage. When anyone moves next to me, chance to automatically hit them. I mean, I guess so. We still have our Stormbolter, so it doesn't change anything. I don't know why we can't just click on stuff here. I mean, maybe that's something that will come up. We've got all kinds of stuff, actually. We've got Falchions, Demon Hammer, Warding Staves, other stuff. I'm assuming this is class restricted, so we do have these. What do I have for ranged weapon? Just Stormbolters. Okay. Armor. Terminator armor for you if I can. Immune to knockback from enemies of equal size. Yeah. Nice. That's what we wanted. Alright. So Eolanthus is our dude. War gear slot. Grenade, servo skulls, equipment. We've got a grenade. What do the servo skulls do? Medicae skull. So healing at range. For equipment, we have Sacred Incense, +2 max willpower, and a Domina Liber Demonica, +2 crit damage, extra crit chance for their melee attacks. This wouldn't actually be bad for you, but I like the grenade. I like having the option. So we'll stick with that. I'd like to look at everybody's stuff, not jump away. Thanks. Alright, so is this the guy that we actually have in the fight? Must be, because they're here, right? Interceptor, Apothecary. Yeah, I think it's just going through the people that we have selected for the mission. Alright, take a look. Derek Thule has a Psy Cannon. So 10 range, 5 damage. It's a two-handed weapon, so it takes both. Okay. And you've got frag. That's fine. I don't think I have anything else I can do for you. So we have... So that's the extra willpower, I guess. Looks like we also have the armor pierce on this. Is that only for the Stormbolter, though? Because that's kind of pointless, we don't have it. So we just have the Aegis Shield and Overwatch. Once per combat, yeah, we've seen that before. Extra ammo, sure. Character. Oh, we've got customization stuff. Okay. Well, I'll probably play around with customization once we get a little further in on my own time, and we'll come back and we'll take a look at some of the units. But for right now, we'll just kind of leave them as they are. But that's cool. So we've got, under the character, we've got stuff. So we're going to have a lot of different customization options. That's cool. Although we're so zoomed out in this, I'm not sure how helpful that's going to be. Alright, Interceptor. So you have a Stormbolter, a Force Sword. We could probably give you something better than the Force Sword. Aegis Shield. You've got a Teleport. Cool. Overwatch. You can ignore a parry. You can parry. Let's see. Yeah, Stormbolter's it. Falchions. So the Force Sword is 4. This is 4 and increased crit chance, I guess. Demon Hammer. 4, we can add 2 damage. We've got a Destroyer of Chrysalics, because we pre-ordered by a day. Actually, less than a day. 4 damage. +1 crit. 10% crit. Can stun, crit damage, increased crit. I mean, we probably should equip that. Warding Staff. So less damage, 25% chance to activate their Aegis Shield automatically. That's interesting. It's a low chance though, so if I can't upgrade that, I feel like that's not so great. What do we want? Do I want to just give him the Demon Hammer? I think we do. Then again, if he dies, do we lose it, is the question. We could just go with a regular Demon Hammer. I'm just worried we're going to lose something if somebody goes down. What's that look like, anyway? Yeah, I mean, that's pretty badass looking. Alright, you can have the regular Demon Hammer for now. You're not cool enough for the other Demon Hammer. And our Apothecary. Stormbolter, Apothecarum, so it's only 3 damage. Frag. Can we give you something better? No. War gear slot. Yeah, the Servo Skull kind of makes sense here, because the Servo Skull up to range 10, heal 5. rather than a grenade, going just all heals. Let's do that. And I'm assuming we've got no choices, so... Yeah, I mean, we could take the Narthecium away, but I think that's probably going to remove my heal. We've got a Corrosive Arcanum. Cool. Alright. So I think we're kind of set. So we'll see how this goes. Yeah, and it seems like that's just the guys that we had here, so there must be a way to look at everybody else. And according to the old lore and stuff, you could only teleport Terminators because they had the homing beacons on them. The regular Marines you couldn't teleport. So, I guess you'd need at least one Terminator per squad. Otherwise, thou art screwed teleporting. But that's probably been changed. I'm hoping this map is a bit more clear. I do feel like the old Chaos Gate and XCOM are very good at showing you what you need. Things are very clear. The kind of intro to this, everything's really muddied, kind of neon, weird colors and stuff. Plasticky looking, but it just made things very difficult to tell apart. So I'm hoping this will be a bit better on this map. And like it's just an element of the map. I did turn off motion blur and bloom, so hopefully that'll help a little bit, but I turned that off before the last one anyway. So it shouldn't make too much of a difference. It should mainly be the lighting engine of the map and the map itself. Let's see if we have an intro.
Commander, have your men look for signs of this plague.
Be vigilant, brothers.
Kill all enemies. So the thing we want to check and see is if we can also swap between guys. So you're tougher. So is this 1? That's 2. That's 1. Okay, so 1 is pretty short. And also not really bordered very well. We've got 3 actions here. Can we just swap this way? Yeah, 3 actions. I think everybody's got 3. Maybe we'll get more eventually. Is anybody tougher? 13, 12, 12. 12, nothing too special. I do think it's odd that we can see the melee weapon stuff here, but not ranged weapons. It should just expand this out and do that. Yeah, let's just move in.
Advancing.
Should we look at a map overall, overhead, anything like that? It doesn't seem like it. I don't recall there being a command for it. Can we zoom out or anything? What is this? Stratagems. Maybe it's something that's later that will come in. So that looks blocked. So I think we just head in and then left. I mean, it's kind of telling me it seems like to go here. Which will take all of my actions to get there.
Moving now.
I'm just kind of taking it slow. Partial cover. Freaky plant thing. I don't trust the plant. Yeah, it seems like it wants me to go here, but that could just be like something like an item of interest. Which it's being weird about highlighting. Yeah, it won't let me click on it from here, so I probably have to be adjacent to it. You can kind of see it zoomed in. I mean, it does look pretty decent here, but it zooms out so much automatically that you just lose a lot of the detail. So it's customization. I'm not sure is going to be that big of a deal here. Yeah. Okay, you can go ahead and go in there, I guess.
I sense something near.
Okay, so we do get some information. That's cool. We can get... Yeah, about there is all 2. Even that's 3. It's too bad I can't get to here for 2. I'd like to drop an Overwatch just in case. So what are these things? Like, things to interact with? We'll have to see next turn when I've got an action. Just so I want to find out. Let's do, like, 2 actions here.
It will be done.
Spot anybody? No. Shouldn't you have an action left? Would have sworn we would have had an action left there. Maybe it was 3. I want to just kind of check and see if I could move somebody and then go back to somebody else. So let's make sure it's only 2. Okay, it's 100% 2 there.
On my way. Huh.
Apothecary will take up the back. Might even just put you in full here.
It will be done.
Yeah, so we can swap back and forth. So just like XCOM, we can switch between our guys and do different stuff. So, I mean, I do have a Stormbolter. We could set up an Overwatch. I don't think it's going to be that important. I am just going to grab cover here and see how it goes. Bloom rises. That's probably not good. So, can we interact with whatever this is? No, not move.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. We'll just get on top of it. I thought we were going to interact with it, but apparently we're just going to stand on top of it like a complete maniac. Alright. Which wasted an action. Is that telling me like how many I have left then? If I go like 0, 1, maybe. Interesting that we can go over that, but it feels like that's something we should be able to interact with. Like, why am I not able to interact with this? So we've got 2 enemy patrols. Don't forget about Hammerhand.
Moving now. Knights!
Okay, we've activated a group of cultists.
Commander, we've made contact with the enemy.
Can review detailed information about unit status and abilities, highlight the enemy, and press the middle mouse button. So you want me to do that on this guy? Really? 0 mutations. Suppressive fire. I mean, 6 damage is pretty considerable in this. Extra armor. Destroying cover. Overwatch, hunker down. Nice nurgly gas masks. Well, what am I going to do? Did I get all my action points back? Yeah, I did. Maybe because we made contact with the enemy, so it's just sort of like, until you make contact with the enemy, you can kind of do whatever, maybe? I'm not sure. They did get an advantage in that they are going to shoot me. So I suppose I should shoot to them. Okay, that's a bit out of range, it looks like. So just a couple out of range. So we have to move up. So I guess we can take the full cover. That's only 1 action.
As ordered.
do have a grenade. How far can we toss a grenade? Is that okay? I mean, that's pretty far. That's pretty darn decent. Yeah, let's do that.
Affirmative.
Okay.
The enemy is wounded.
Maybe the thing that was there is something that blows up. So maybe this thing, because I think that's what happened here. Enemy's wounded. I mean, I see parts of an enemy. I don't see a wounded enemy. So much for their Overwatch. Do get a nice arc here. We've got one action point left. I think we just Overwatch. They probably have to move in. Oh, is that going to be in the way? It is kinda, yeah. Yeah, this big plant thing is in the way. That's, yeah, not very useful. I want to throw it at an angle here, but this plant is just blocking the whole thing. So we'll just sort of, I mean, I don't expect them to come over here, but we'll hit that. A little bit of an Overwatch. Hopefully we're still in cover for that, but it doesn't look like it, so I'm not sure. Yeah, I think this might just be something that blows up, so we might want to be careful about that. For 3, I can reach you, it looks like. And smack some crap into you. Or out of you. Interceptor. You're my big hammer guy. I can't get super far. We can grab some full cover here. I'm just going to run you in for that. Do I have a shot? No. Unless you're in range. Actually, when we switch... Yeah, so when we switch over, it does kind of switch and show the ammo here. When we're in ranged attack mode. Can we exit this? Okay, so we've got to right-click on it to get out of that. That's what's going on. I mean, I could charge in here like a maniac. I do have some armor, right? Right? Don't I start with armor? I see hit points, I see willpower, I see action points. I do not see whether I've got armor or not. I think that's the 2 pips that I've got above me. Yeah, that's got to be. Because we're in Terminator armor. So, I mean, it's not crazy. We could go for the guaranteed crit, which might kill him off, or stun him at least. Or I could add a willpower maybe and do some extra damage. That costs 2. So if we 4-strike this, that's a death. Yeah, let's do that. I think that's only costing 1. Yeah, so it's 1 willpower to do that. Crit chance 35. Yeah, 4-strike bonus. Let's do it.
We slay the darkness.
Commander, your knights will recover will points when they destroy most enemies, fueling further use of their psychic abilities. Your knight gains 1 willpower for destroying most enemies. So now we've got... Do I have 3 action points again? That doesn't make any sense. Do I really have 3 action points again? I mean, that's what it looks like. Or is it you have 3 action points? Yeah, so you've got 1, although it's showing 3 there. Oh, that's because the apothecary is showing the info here. Yeah, I can't do anything with you. You're done. So, We got willpower back, but that's it. Right. I thought we were getting action points, something like that. So we can get kind of far up if I want to stand out in the open.
I am with you.
Doing cool stuff I can't even see because we're zoomed out a bit. I mean, we can zoom in quite a lot, but it'll automatically zoom out when we do stuff. You are out of range. I mean, most likely you're just going to shoot him, but it'd be cool if we could get extra armor to somebody else. I don't think it's going to be an issue, but we'll just drop an Overwatch, I guess. And I'm curious if we leave cover for that or not. Okay.
It bleeds. It bleeds.
So does my armor come back? Yes, it does. Okay, cool. So did you actually take any damage there? No, took no damage. Yeah, I mean, we might as well just have you destroy him, but we could go with our hammer guy. I wish there was a bit more here to sort of show before we clicked on him. So it does show there, like who we've got selected, which is nice. Can you charge in and hit this guy? Yes, you can. Let's give the hammer an opportunity, and we'll go with the strike. So it's +2 damage with the hammer.
Titan.
Splat.
Sanctified and purged.
Nice. So we can burn willpower to do a bunch of extra damage, and then just get the willpower back by getting kills. And somehow I still have an action point. We've got another squad active down there somewhere. This is kind of big. We just need to wipe everybody out, but I'm a little concerned about this going up. Maybe they're just going to get mutations once it maxes out or something. There is an upper level here, too. Yeah, I have no idea how many enemies we're going to be fighting here. We're still kind of being tutorialized, so I'm hoping it's not a ton. Do I want to creep in with you? I'm not sure. Since I can't do much, I'm actually going to have you just stay
Taking
back.
position.
Did you get all your actions back? Yeah, I swear you did. Oh, that's because we haven't encountered the other squad yet, that's why. So we haven't run into the enemies yet, so we're just kind of getting our action points back as we do stuff. So it's like the phase was over once we killed that guy, so we're good to go. I think we bring up other people here. There's no real cover here, unfortunately. I could stay up high. I don't know if height gives me any benefits. I feel like it's probably a bad idea. These two we kind of want to keep back. Yeah, let's just have our main guy, Eolanthus, go in. I will take it kind of one step at a time, though.
I am with you.
So we know they're here somewhere. There is some cover I could run into. Go stand up in the open like a maniac. I feel like we're going to encounter somebody if I run down here.
At once.
So I'm just going to move everybody up, because if we do spot another one, I think we might get all our action points back.
I am with you.
Alright, let's go in one at a time here. No enemies yet. There is a big ramp up there. This is open as well. We might have to check both. Grab the cover. Yeah, I mean, we're not seeing anything, so... Yeah, run
As you
along.
command.
Wait, that creature.
Inquisitor, we have seen the dead walk in this way before.
As have I. Poxwalkers are evidence of warp corruption. This is no natural plague.
How often is a plague a natural plague in 40k? Let's see. So you guys can probably just jump down. Can we look at these guys? Kind of. Groan! So they can rise corpses. Ooh, okay. We definitely don't want them getting near the cultists we've killed then. Alright, where's my gunner?
Moving out.
We'll set up an overwatch. Well, that's actually pretty short range. We'll just cover this side.
Securing position.
Okay, Hammer Boy. We just... Do we grab cover, or do we come in and overwatch?
Aye, sir.
And just to be cautious, we'll kind of lock this down, even though I'm not in cover. I'm hoping this is still going to help.
I will hold them here.
We can take shots over. Mr. Apothecary. So it seems like we can take
Affirmative.
shots over partial cover, but not full cover. Just gonna lay down multiple watches.
Securing position.
I don't know how far they can move, so I'm being a little cautious. And I could just stay here and overwatch as well. But I could also move in and probably grenade them up there.
Taking position.
Let me see if we can toss a grenade up there, because they're nicely clumped. Oh, it's not showing. It's only lighting up one of them. Oh, there we go. Something. It's like XCOM, you gotta play with it. Apparently. And it definitely highlighted all of them at one point. Like that.
I
Give it a go.
am his will.
Okay.
Foe wounded.
We knocked him back. Got one action point left. Do we head back to cover? I think we let him walk into the overwatches. I could overwatch here as well myself. But I'm just going to let them walk into the existing overwatches. If they can get that far. See, I don't think there are any corpses in there. Apparently there were, I didn't even see them. Okay, that's bad. Okay, well, that's a problem. Alright, my gunner friend. What can we do here? So, basic shot should be
For
fine.
the Emperor.
It's like we can hit the guy in cover. I think it's only partial, that's why.
Firing
It just
now.
reduces damage. Or we can, you know, blow up something. If we hit the guy that's full, we're not going to kill him, though. Let's hurt him. I can see if I've got another grenade.
Empty.
Okay, you don't have a grenade. Do we just have one per battle? Or is it like every other turn? I mean, he's got his back, so I think we'll be okay here.
I am waiting.
I may not even need to move out here. Bye-bye. Action cab.
I will need to examine this corpse and...
I will not tolerate this contamination spreading to my servitors.
Do not obstruct me, tech priest. I will follow proper protocols. A satisfactory effort. Now return with my carcass so I can set to work.
We will deliver them to you as soon as containment is properly confirmed and sanctified.
Be swift about it. If this plague has already spread beyond this planet, then we will have far more ground to cover.
Is that it? We did say that there were going to be 2 enemies, so I guess that was the 2 different squads, so not a problem. Grenades very useful. I feel like you're a bit limited in shooting in a way, so grenades might be very, very helpful against these weaker enemies. Or we can just go in smacking them up in close combat. We have a lot of damage potential there, especially with the willpower boosts for damage. There was a willpower boost effect on the big gun that I didn't look at. I should have looked at that too. If there was something like hitting everyone in an area or something like that, that could have been pretty fantastic as well. You'll have to find out when somebody dies if we permanently lose their stuff. That's going to be kind of an issue. Be nice if somebody leveled up here too. Hey, we get our like post-battle screen here. We've located evidence of vile poxwalkers on this planet. Peg Lord's work. We've recovered a body so that Inquisitor Vakir can investigate further. So objective done. Extra servitors. That's about it. So XP. Looks like no level ups. I don't know if it's based on kills. Everybody got some experience. You got the least, it looks like. So nobody to promote. Can we go through? I guess click here. Yeah.
Mission objectives achieved, Commander. Our guest wishes to speak with you in the Libris.
Alright, this is probably research. Gonna get a lecture from Inquisitor 40k waifu.
I must commend you on this impressive archive of demonic lore, Commander. It rivals some I've seen in inquisitorial fortresses.
I don't think they would even let her look at this stuff, personally.
I will require it as a base of operations for my studies. I respect your authority in matters of combat, but I must remain until I can ascertain some solution to this plague. I am, of course, open to recommendations on which lines of study you feel would best serve the mission. I must insist, however, on beginning my research with a necropsy of the Poxwalker carcass your brothers recovered. I am certain they hold a key to understanding this corruption.
So we're going to do autopsies like an XCOM? That's kind of what it seems like. And research. Research grade 100%. Stratagem 0 of 18. So research menu, talk to you. I guess we go to the research menu.
I will conduct a necropsy of the recovered corpse to see what I can learn.
Poxwalker. I can't say Poxwalker. Necropsy. 38 days. Poxwalkers were discovered on Koromar, are a sign of some malevolent force behind the plague. I'm certain that within the carcass of the infected I'll find further clues to its source. So we don't see what we're going to get, it seems like.
I shall begin at once. Inform your crew that I am not to be disturbed.
Okay, so 38 days for that. Can't click on this to see anything, so I guess we'll find out afterwards.
Commander, I toil with a critical lack of resources. I request you attend me in the manufactorum.
So we've got our timeline going. So a bit more base management than I expected, actually.
My servitors have restored the manufactorum to operational use, but the edict remains severely damaged. Without access to a proper dockyard, restoration will be slow and limited by the resources we can requisition from Titan or nearby inquisitorial enclaves. As of this moment, reviving the edict's core power output takes absolute primacy.
So we have ship status. Manufacture rate 10%, servitor production suspended. Plasma reactor damaged. Augmentation chamber damaged. Augurium damaged.
I must improve the edict's power output in order to conduct more extensive repairs.
Select a plasma repair or reactor project. No, this is highlighted. Servitor production is offline. To repair it, we'll have to requisition all additional servitors from the storehouses on Titan or finishing missions, of course. Hull integrity. So we do have hull integrity as an issue, and speed and gun batteries as well. Construction locked. Plasma reactor has been damaged and rendered inoperative. Until we repair it, our construction efforts cannot progress. So I guess it takes 8 servitors, 6 days. Where's my number? We've got 25. Okay. Okay, so that's in progress. Can't we do more than that? I've got 17 left. Or could we only have 1 going at a time? So plasma reactor's got to be repaired first before we can do this. This stuff's all locked. It's not letting me look at anything else, so
I
that's
must
fine.
now interface with the logic engines. I trust you have a great deal to attend to.
Okay, so 6 days we'll have the plasma reactor repaired. And then quite a ways out, that. So go to star map.
Commander, I have adjusted the star map to display our current sector. However, our intelligence here is sparse.
Okay.
I suggest we bide our time until the Dominus restores power to our scanners.
Okay, I think this is actually a pretty good place to stop, so we'll see if I can save it, and we'll be good to go. So we'll advance time and go from there. We can just override that, that's fine. Did you just save? Okay, just double checking. Alright, so yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and stop it there, but yeah, there's a bit more of base management than I was expecting built into this. So we've got kind of planetary stuff for missions, we've got a system view, we have, I think this is our individual guys. Actually, I'd like to be able to do that and do some customization, but we can't even do that right now if I want to. Manufactorum for what we're building and repairing, and then research. So these are pretty simple, but there could be a lot of different options as we progress. I'm curious how much stuff there's going to be, and if it's going to be one of those cases where you can't really research everything or build everything by the time the campaign's over, or you totally can. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, this has been more Warhammer 40,000 Chaos Gate Demon Hunters. I've been Disturbing Puppet. Thanks for coming by. Hopefully I'll see you next time. Until then, have a good one.